Today is day 6 in our leadership series as we review the principles that Kuan Yew of Singapore espoused in changing the narrative in Singapore. For the past 5 days, we have been critically reviewing the key leadership principles derived from the book From Third World to First by Kuan Yew, the man regarded as the father of modern Singapore. It's been a journey through the very components that can make a nation rise from the shackles of the many debilitating challenges holding her down to reach for the top and attain her full potential. Of course, we have been making key comparisons with one character in Nigeria today that has exemplified this set of principles that guides Kuan Yew, and his name is Peter Obi. Remember, it's a 15-day series, and today being the day 6, we will be looking at how Lee's focus on education played a key role in his great leadership legacy in Singapore. Kuan Yew's focus on education was a pivotal factor in transforming Singapore from a third world country into a first world powerhouse. His vision of education as the cornerstone of national development shaped Singapore's policies and strategies for decades, yielding impressive economic growth and social progress. Here's a detailed exploration of how this focus was exemplified. Number 1, emphasis on meritocracy and talent development. Kuan Yew's approach to education was rooted in the belief that the country's most valuable resource was its people. Without natural resources, Singapore had to rely on its human capital to ensure the best talents rose to the top. Lee promoted meritocracy. Individuals were rewarded and advanced based on their abilities and performance, not background or social status. This created a culture of excellence that drove innovation and competitiveness. Schools and universities were geared towards identifying and nurturing top talent with scholarships and other incentives to support high achievers. Number 2, adaptation to economic needs. Lee's educational policies were highly pragmatic, aligning closely with Singapore's economic goals. In the early years, the focus was on vocational and technical education to supply the labor market with skilled workers in industries that would attract foreign investments. The curriculum evolved over time, reflecting Singapore's shift from low-tech manufacturing to high-tech industries, finance, and services. This responsiveness ensured that the workforce was constantly equipped with skills relevant to the global economy. Number 3, bilingualism and global competitiveness. Kuan Yew insisted on bilingualism as a cornerstone of Singapore's education policy. He saw the importance of mastering English both as a link to the global economy and a common language among Singapore's diverse ethnic groups, Chinese, Malays, and Indians. English proficiency made Singaporeans competitive on the global stage, particularly in trade, finance, and diplomacy. At the same time, students were required to learn their mother tongue, Mandarin, Malay, or Tamil, preserving cultural identity and instilling pride in their heritage. This dual focus helped maintain social harmony and international competitiveness. Number 4, investment in teachers and educational infrastructure. Lee recognized that quality education required a strong foundation in terms of both infrastructure and teaching staff. Significant investments were made in building schools, equipping them with modern facilities, and ensuring access to education across the country. Teacher training was also a priority. Well-trained, motivated teachers were seen as crucial to delivering quality education and instilling discipline. Policies were put in place to ensure that teaching was seen as a respected and rewarding profession, attracting talented individuals into the field. Number 5, focus on discipline and high standards. Education in Singapore under Kuan Yew was marked by rigor and discipline. The education system was designed to be competitive with high expectations for both students and teachers. Strict discipline in schools was considered vital for academic success and societal order. Lee believed that hard work and discipline in education would translate into a disciplined workforce and in turn economic prosperity. The system also set up clear benchmarks for academic achievement, and failure to meet these standards was met with consequences, ensuring a culture of continuous improvement. Number 6, lifelong learning and continual skills upgrading. Kuan Yew understood that education was not a one-time investment but a lifelong process. As Singapore's economy grew and evolved, the need for continual learning became evident. Policies were introduced to encourage lifelong education, where workers were constantly retrained and upskilled to stay relevant in a rapidly changing economy. Institutions like the Institute of Technical Education (ITE), polytechnics, and universities were expanded and upgraded to meet these needs. Additionally, mid-career training programs were set up to help workers adapt to new industries and technologies. Number 7, creating a globalized workforce. Lee was actually aware of the global nature of the economy and how Singapore's survival depended on its ability to attract foreign investments. His focus on education was not just about creating a skilled workforce for local industries, but also about producing globally competitive citizens. Singapore's universities such as the National University of Singapore (NUS) and the Nanyang Technological University (NTU) became globally recognized institutions under his leadership. Scholarships were offered to top students to study abroad and bring back global knowledge and expertise. This global mindset prepared Singaporeans to compete internationally, making the city-state an attractive destination for multinational corporations. Number 8. Social mobility and reducing inequality. One of the most profound impacts of Lee Kuan Yew's focus on education was the promotion of social mobility. Education was seen as a great equalizer that could lift families out of poverty. By providing equal access to education and emphasizing merit-based advancement, the government ensured that children from all social-economic backgrounds had the opportunity to succeed. This policy was instrumental in reducing income inequality and fostering a cohesive society where upward mobility was attainable for all through hard work and academic achievements. Number 9. Continuous innovation in education policy. Singapore's education system was never static under Lee's leadership. It was constantly evolving to meet the changing needs of the global economy. Over time, the system began to emphasize critical thinking, creativity, and innovation, moving away from the rote learning to a more holistic education model. The government recognized that as Singapore's economy moved into high-tech industries and knowledge-based sectors, its education system had to produce not just workers, but innovators and thought leaders. Programs were introduced to encourage entrepreneurship, research, and development, further fueling Singapore's economic success. Lee Kuan Yew's focus on education was an essential component of Singapore's transformation from a third world country into a first world nation. Its pragmatic, meritocratic, and forward-looking policies created an education system that not only produced highly skilled workforce, but also fostered social mobility, national unity, and global competitiveness. Today, Singapore's education system is ranked among the best in the world. This success is a testament to Singapore's unwavering belief in the power of education to drive national progress. A message to those of us from all nooks and crannies of Nigeria who believes in what we can achieve if a character like Peter Obi assumes power. Don't be deterred. Don't be intimidated. We can fix this country and we can get Peter Obi into power. Remember, it's a fight that we all need to take up and go all out for. My name is Chikeze Obona Oyenonozochi, and this is the COO. Here, we talk solution. See you next time.